They're even more important because what we need to do is make sure we get the economy growing. That's why it's so important we don't raise corporation tax and we attract investment right across the United Kingdom. And I'm here in the city today talking about how we can change our rules on investment, Solvency II, which is an old EU rule, replace that so we can turbocharge investment across the country, including more manufacturing investment in places in the north of England.
Is your danger now that people might want to place their trust, the wavering voters might want to place their trust in the man who's been in charge of the Treasury for the last 2.5 years, the man who kept the country on its feet during the pandemic? Well,
the reality is we are facing a recession if we carry on with our business as usual policies. And people are struggling, whether it's to pay food bills or fuel bills. That's why it's very important that we reverse the national insurance increase, that we have a temporary moratorium on the green energy levy to help people with their fuel bills. But the most important thing is getting the economy going so we avoid a recession. And the business as usual policies aren't working. We need to do more. And that's why I'm determined to reform the economy and keep taxes low.
You mentioned health there. You were pinned down on this, I know, last night. People on very low incomes have got perhaps a very stark winter coming for them. What specifically can you do to help them? Where's the money going to come from?
Well, what I will do is, first of all, lower national insurance, so reverse the increase in national insurance, putting more money in people's pockets, but also a temporary moratorium on the green energy levy to cut people's fuel bills. I know it's going to be a tough winter. I want to do all I can to make sure we're releasing the reserves in the North Sea of gas. I want to get on with things like fracking in areas that support it.
Time, though, won't it?
And I also want to make sure that we are moving ahead with nuclear power and more renewables as well. Of course, it will take time, but the best time to start is today in moving that forward, as well as giving people all the help we can by keeping their taxes low and getting the economy going. Because we know if there is a recession, that will mean people losing jobs, that will mean more economic hardship. So that is why it's so important that we do all we can to grow the economy.
Look, this U-turn on the regional pay policy, a lot of people thought that was a really good idea. Why did you not stick to your guns? Are you going to sort of backtrack on future pledges and future ideas?
It wasn't a central part of my policy programme, and there were concerns expressed about the impact, which wasn't intended, of the policy. And I thought it was much better to be clear that we're not proceeding with that policy.